Hello friends, my name is Richa. And those who all are listening to me for the first time, let me introduce myself. I ended up scoring 8.5, 9, 7.5, 7.5 in my IELTS journal training exam. And today through this video, I'll be talking about those most important tips and tricks that really does wonder for the essay writing in your IELTS exam. First of all, let's understand the essay structure. Your essay should always start with the introduction, followed by the two body paragraphs, and lastly the conclusion. And the word limit, you should always write your essay between 260 to 280 words. Although there is an instruction that you should write at least 250 words and there is no upper bar on the maximum number of words which you can use. But a good essay should always stand between 260 and 280 words. It really doesn't matter how good your opinions are on the topic or how good you are in expressing yourself. In the absence of the good structure and the word limit, you'll always stuck at 6 or 6.5 band score. So let's understand the importance and the expectations of the different paragraphs in the IELTS essay. Let's begin with understanding what is a good introduction stands for. Well, a good introduction will always begin with an attention seeker words or the sentence, as it binds the examiner's interest towards the essay details and it includes the background information about the topic. Let's have a look of the structure to be followed for an introduction in an IELTS writing section. First of all, it should have a background statement. Background statement, as we have already discussed, is an attention seeker sentence for an examiner, and it should talk about the topic in the question in a broader sense. Then you need to paraphrase the question. It means that you should not copy the question as it is, but should tweak the words or change the words by using the synonyms or the similar words in a way that the meaning or the intent of the question remains the same. Then comes the thesis statement. In the thesis statement, you will tell the examiner the overall look of the essay. That means it should always start with the keywords like this essay discusses or in my opinion, and it will further guide the examiner that what he or she should expect in the following paragraphs. In total, you are supposed to write at maximum 3 sentences detailing the background statement, paraphrasing of the question, and lastly the thesis statement. Now let's see features of the thesis statement. Well, a good thesis statement always provides the focus by highlighting the main points that you are going to discuss in the following paragraphs. Then it establishes the essay purpose. It includes nice and strong vocabulary, and it's a single and the declarative sentence. It should always convey the main idea of the essay. Now let's have a look what a good body paragraph should comprise of. Well, any body paragraph should always begin with the main topic sentence. Topic sentence is your first main opinion which you are going to talk about in the body paragraph. After the introduction of the main topic sentence or your opinion, you should further extend with the support of the explanation and examples. And most importantly, whatever you are going to express through the body paragraph, it should always support the thesis statement. Lastly, the last sentence of a good body paragraph should have the transition to the main topic of the next body paragraph. Now let's see the features of a good topic sentence. First of all, it should always be a single and the declarative sentence. It highlights the main idea of the paragraph. It should be clear, not at all confusing. Uses strong vocabulary, and it creates the purpose of the essay. Now, no doubt that you are expected to show your grammatical range in terms of writing the compound and the complex sentences. But many candidates end up doing the mistake by comprising compound and complex sentences too much that it really distorts the idea of the topic sentence. So here I would like to stress upon on the fact that always write a topic sentence which is clear, and it should represent a straightforward idea about what you are going to express in the following sentences. Now comes the features of the good example. Well, It should always be related to the main idea of the paragraph, and it should support the thesis statement. Yes, it may include figure, facts, and details, and should always be clear and complete. The example could be your personal, hypothetical, or factual, but the important thing is that you should always support your opinion or the topic sentenced with the example. Now comes the features of the good explanation. Well, it should always be related to the main idea of the paragraph or the topic sentence. Again, it should always support the thesis statement. It should link the example with the main idea, and it should strongly validate the main idea of the paragraph. And lastly, it should be clear and complete. Now let's see what are the features of the smooth transition sentence. Well, transition sentence is basically the last sentence of the body paragraph, and it logically acts as a bridge between one main idea to the other. It redirects the examiner towards the next information. It marks the end of the one paragraph, and again, it should be clear and complete. As you have noticed that whatever sentence you are expected to write in the essay should have some of the common qualities, which are all sentences should be clear and complete and always support the thesis statement and the main topic idea which you have picked up in your body paragraph. Now let's see what a good conclusion is all about. A good conclusion always makes the examiner aware about the topic from the candidate's point of view. You are not at all required to include any new information. Yes, in conclusion, once again, we are going to paraphrase the question in similar words by using the synonyms or by changing the clause. And it at the end states the thesis statement in different words. So by far, you have noticed that a good IELTS essay structure starts with an introduction, followed by the two body paragraphs and ends with a conclusion. And in both, introduction and the conclusion highlights your opinion, highlights your thesis statement, and highlights the question yet once again, but in different words. If you find the content in this video helpful, kindly drop your feedback on fb.com/unlockielts-with-Richa. And for more such videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. All the best.